Hi, good morning. I'm going to do a little tour of the yard. This is just because you got the garden group, I thought I'd go ahead and share this. This is my front yard. I'm showing you this garden even though it's not a food garden. I got purpose. I got reason. This video might be a little bit lengthy because it takes me a few minutes to walk everywhere. It's not a big property, but I'm a slow walker. These are the only, so far, annuals, right? Perennials come back every year. Annuals you plant. Yeah, these are the only ones I've put in so far. Just some pansies. The rest of this is, the hostas back there. That used to be one big clump of hostas, and I'm going to back up so you can see what it's in. And they were over on another part of the, I'll point it out in a second. See, that's what they're going to grow up into. Kind of pretty, huh? They were actually, see where that tree stump is there? Between the two tree stumps, that all of that was one big clump, and it was just literally, oh, I can zoom in, can't I? Yeah, there we go. That's where it was, and it was literally covering everything else that was growing up there, and there's some pretty cool stuff growing up there. So in this lovely early spring that we had, I like that, that's doing okay. In this early spring that we had, Bill went out there and divided up his plants and moved them around. This has been 10 years in the making. That's some new stuff going on over there. I can't wait to see what it is. He says it's irises, but there's another name in front of Asian or something, irises. It's going to be all blue and purple over in here with some yellow, black, brown splash. It should be really pretty. I decorate that tree for everything. I decorated it for Easter, decorated it for Christmas, decorated it for Halloween. It's a pretty useful tree. Oh, I'll stop spinning, I'm sorry. Let me wide laying out. Hold on. Okay. That, I'll go back in a little bit. That tree right there is the tree Bill gave me when we first started dating. It died out a little bit, and then it's coming back. And one year I thought we'd lost it for good and for always. And the bleeding heart up there that you see up next to the road, that again was last year was split into like 6 plants. They're all over doing really well. Okay, I'm going to try not to spin and bounce too much so it doesn't make you seasick to watch this while I walk. So basically that's the front yard. This is the very front, the very, at the porch level. That's the little flowers going on there, nothing big. Big hosta. I almost said it wrong there. Tulips, I cut the heads off so they'll come back next year because those are new tulips. This is one of the bleeding hearts that came from that one up on the road. That's just 2 years of growth. It's huge and beautiful. Some more pansies, and behind it another piece of that bleeding heart. And oh, look, our azaleas are blooming in. Am I in wide scope again? Yes. Well, let me bring it back, yeah. So when I scoped up front, did you see the ones in front too? I don't know. Feedback, tell me if you did or not. They're white. I just never noticed them. The azaleas in front. This is a side yard. Just a little piece on the side of the house before you get to the actual back. And this, got some more azaleas blooming. And this has been 6 years in the making, putting together. We lost a tree there. Something ate its roots, and it just plopped over. I actually have pictures of it on Pinterest. It looked really cool with the Christmas decorations, and it was all falling over like a Dr. Seuss's tree or something. Okay, now we're coming to what we call the backyard. I'm walking with my glasses on like a silly goose. I'm wondering why I'm dizzy. Alright, hold on. Laundry day today. He's been putting this little piece together. Hey, babies. He's been putting this little piece together. Oh, I'd say we've been working on this for 6 years. It's one of my favorites. When it gets full bloom in the summertime, everything starts pulling out, and we put whatever we put in it. Get it out wherever you want it. And it just it's just a big green heaven over here. It's like everybody calls it sanctuary. And sometimes we put a seat right there, but most of the time we kind of encourage people not to be in it, just to look at it. Yeah. Oh, and we got lucking out. Anybody familiar with elephant ears? We got one coming back. He didn't take it up last year. It's one he forgot, and there it is. Here we go. Look, it's coming in quite nicely. The ugly bucket, is what we put over it, or we're putting over it at night to help keep it in case it frosted. Oh, by the way, it didn't frost here. It frosted everywhere else I kept writing, but it didn't frost here. I love this little tree. And we bought this about 4 years ago. It's not getting very big, and I don't think it ever will, but I like it. Here's my one mint. We were talking about that in the herbs. Here's my one mint that I keep in this planter up here, away from my sailboat garden. And it does quite well in the sanctuary. That's the that one's the spearmint, I believe. And then let me widen out. Here's my sailboat. Guy on the end right there, that's hi Trevor. Say hello, Trevor. So far not, oh, look at my shadow. I'm going on in there. So far not a lot going on in there. But again, we've been waiting to make sure we're not going to get a frost with this strange spring we had in that bowl. I'm growing a lettuce. I need to water it. It's got a little dry. And there's that was my kitchen basil from the winter, so I just put it out. And where's my rosemary? Oh, there's my rosemary right over there, just past my shadow. And the chives came back from last year. The lemongrass doesn't look like it's going to come back. And there's my sage coming back. Oregano and thyme. So that's all that's going on in there. Oh, and I put a mum in there. Yeah. Can you see it? Maybe if I come around at another angle, you won't see my shadow so much. Maybe. Who knows? That's the mum right there.